What's up, everyone? This is Superfern here, and I'm today with Genie, and we're gonna be the commentators for Midway. How are you, Genie, today?
I am doing great today, Fern. Looking forward to seeing these two teams, Frostburn and Stargaze, going at it today. Also, I'm excited for Midway today. It's
What?
been a little bit since I've been on the mic. Ready to go. Ready to see some great mid-level tournament going on today.
Indeed, it's gonna be a great day for mid-level tournaments. As always, it's always good to see. Regardless of your division, if it's high division, low division, or mid division, you can always learn something new from these types of tournaments. And indeed, I already have a down on here on my notes for both Stargaze and Frostburn. I'm expecting a lot of good plays, mostly maybe from I think from my old pal Yoshi D from Frostburn. And Stargaze is just a team that I just recently Discord, so I'm making new friends as they go. Here are the maps for the.
Stargaze has been I do know Stargaze is a team that I've commentated quite a few times, and I've actually played with and against Yeet multiple times, and them Yeet is a very strong aggressive player. So watch out for Yeet on Stargaze.
Kansas Splatter Shot, right? K Shot, I believe. I
Just
don't think I remember.
kind of a lot of things. Did play Glukes. Like I remember a good handful of Glukes. I do remember K Shot, a lot of K Shot, but just anything that really wants to be aggressive. I also remember doing a lot of meme stuff, but I wouldn't expect to see that meme stuff today.
I always expect memes. Memes are good. Memes is always good to see.
You might see
Especially.
memes if your team is like guaranteed first seed. You might see them pull out some memes, but this is round one, so I am not expecting any of those memes to come out today, right now.
That is true. I just recently saw a new 5.3.1 meta update for the weapons. I got a little bit upset because I saw Firefin drop constant like from X S plus to basically S minus A plus. A little bit sad, but still we're seeing the double Enzap, the double armor with Enzap and Tri Slosher. We're still seeing the bamboo and the custom Jet Scorcher with Ray spamming. Basically, it's top tier now. What a disgrace. Spamming Jet.
Ray spam. I don't like Ray spam. I love Ray. I like old Ray. Bring back old Ray, like old Ray, like the Ray that did like a whole lot of damage, but you know, was very accurate. Anyway, we will be getting into game one. Splat zones on Mako Mart. We do see an E-liter coming out from Frostburn, so this will be interesting. Already getting into zone. A lot of just very neutral. We're going to be watching Fire Ray on this E-liter. Oh, this is now I know the members. There we go. We're just looking for some picks in the zone. Very neutral. First armor comes out. Who do you think has got the early advantage here, Fern?
Well, both teams already made the first armor, but I saw that maybe Stargaze was going for the first flank, putting the leader outside of a good position, giving Stargaze the first cap. Definitely, Stargaze will get a little bit of points before losing the zone in like 0.50 or something.
This Stargaze does have a few picks to their advantage right now, but has to watch out. There's a rain cloud and a bomb rush coming out onto the zone. Squirt is trying to hold the zone as best as possible and is successful on that. Just got to be junior things, but is not going to be able to stop Lucifer from getting their splashdown down on that zone. That was a very good pick from the splat plateau there. Not the most common pick, but definitely in the right hands a very good pick.
Oh yeah, the Splatbrella on the right hand, and if you already play experiencedly against like possible lag matches, you learn how to play the map and you can easily get good picks to secure and support your team.
RDB has to help Booyah bomb this zone, but with two members going down from Stargaze, this will be a retreat and a zone, the lead flipping over into Frostburn's possession. Now we're going to be seeing this E-liter packing a spot, trying to get the picks. And in Fire's hands, I know that she can get work done. Yeet does already go down. That is not really good, especially with so little time to go back into the zone. RDB does pop the bomb, but teammates are falling on the side of Stargaze. Very good job from Frostburn to keep this out. But Lucifer does go down in the middle of the splashdown. That is really good, big. Stargaze will be able to cap the zone if Yeet pops his baller and does huge cap, and gets a nice little spot at the end.
Wow, that was actually interesting. I think they were actually going for like 100 points in just one go. It was definitely a baller save the day in the last second.
Ooh, Yeet does try to get the splash on, but Lucifer is protected by Yoshid on this Brella. Yoshid does, from what I've seen so far, Yoshid knows exactly where to go with this Brella. Lucifer has to watch out for that bomb, though. Very, very close to going down. We are going to see the armor come out from Stargaze. Inkjet, armor, this will be a pick. 2 picks going down. 3 picks. This is definitely going to be what Stargaze needs to be able to hold on to this and bring it back.
The junior respawning its job now, it's secure armor, and the charger needs to get at least one good pick in order to start its push. But being pressured by both the T-Tech and the other junior for the armor is gonna be a little bit hard.
There is that armor coming out, but Snipe is able to get that pick off on that junior. That is a very important weapon. It does so much painting power. Stargaze is getting lower. Lucifer does know that Snipes is out here. Snipes has to hit the shots, hits those shots. Lucifer goes down mid splashdown. Snipes is unable to get the zone to get Yoshid in time. Yoshid is able to help clean up that zone. That is a massive. Oh my goodness, what a Brella play!
Well played, indeed.
But unfortunately, gets taken down by this by Yeet on the dualies.
Ooh, that leader is gonna cost a little bit, but now the ball is on Stargaze field. They have more than enough time to get a little bit more points, even the penalty off. This is gonna be at least 15 points, I believe.
This will be close. This is definitely the time for Frostburn to come back in. These bomb rush. There are multiple specials coming out. I don't know if they're gonna have enough special. They're gonna have specials to like defend the zone with. We will see. Especially with. Oh no, that is very unfortunate. I believe that Junior disconnected. I believe
yeah,
that is very unfortunate.
I think they can actually hold it. They still have a lot of painting power with the bomb rush from the Brella and the leader with the rain. Sloshing Machine might struggle a little bit, but I think they can actually, if they play the cards right, they can actually get the zone back and win.
They need to get a pick, and with the E-Litter, unfortunately, Fire Rate does go down. But Yoshid needs to stay alive with this bomb rush. That's the only hope right now. They need to get a pick with this bomb rush. Yoshid needs to stay alive, but Yeet is coming up from behind. 10 seconds on the clock. This timer is going to be going down. Snipes does hit that shot on the E-Litter. That is massive. The bomb rush goes down. Full wipe against Frostburn. Stargaze does come back, but I cannot stress to you enough, everyone else watching, that junior DC is so important. No armor means you kind of just can get like shredded so quick, but especially with a K-Pro and a Galoogs on the side of Stargaze. So that would have been that was a very close game.
Mm-hmm. And kills don't actually like when we say even though the junior wasn't like the main slayer, it is the main support of the team. It just shows that as a junior player, you don't need to be aggressive all the time. As long as you provide armor for your team, you are being a key asset for it. So when you're playing by yourself in solo queue, respect your junior plays because they are the ones that are being safe beacons to jump or providing you with armor and splat bombs for keeping the pressure as for the slayers.
Yes. I do have to say Frostburn is a very strong, like, I don't remember how old they are right now. I've taken like been out of the competitive scene for like 2 months now, so probably definitely 2 months. I've known these members and I've played with some of them, played with and against. And we've already seen it that this is a very close set, and I should have known that this would have been a really, really close set. But going to tower control main stage, I do know Lucifer, and they really, really, really love playing that machine, and is very, very skilled in it. And Starfish tower control is a very good map for machine.
Oh yeah,
so I would heavily suspect that this game is definitely should be in Frostburn's control.
Mm-hmm.
Having a weapon that dominates on their team is very important.
And speaking of sloshing machine, I'd like to point out the key importance of when riding the tower. Because if the sloshing machine is forced to ride for breaking the first checkpoint, where the tower is basically stuck in front of the snipe, because of how the sloshing machine works, you can arc shots your flicks pretty easily. It's pretty good for defending itself from any shooter that is coming from the enemy snipe, and you can easily get those extra points in order to get like a lead or something. And then for the second checkpoint, it is not I wouldn't recommend the sloshing machine to ride that tower. I would basically say to the sloshing machine to stay underneath the path from the upcoming enemy spawn and just basically throw slosh, just being a sloshing underneath, because it avoids the charger that is gonna be there watching the tower if he's not already over on the top left high ground. So definitely is gonna be a very interesting match for the sloshing machine from Frostburn.
Yes, very true. But I believe we're just waiting on the junior to come back. And junior's back in, and we'll be able to get started.
Jinx.
A tent umbrella on tower control.
No chargers in tower control either.
No machine? Oh, that is very. I'm very interested in these picks. We'll see. This is one of the oldest maps in Splatoon 2. Has had quite a few reworks over in its day.
I still remember the first ones. I think I still like the old ones.
That was very good. Lucifer showing off. Oh my goodness, showing off power of the Octo Shot, and why the Octo Shot is the superior T-Tech.
Superior T-Tech without armor, just an incorrect.
Oh, but is able to go down. This is still going to be, I would say, this first checkpoint going on, especially the Hydra sitting on this tower.
Not to mention the Hydra being the longest range from the enemy team, it can also shred the tent umbrella so easily that I would say that just by the fact that it had a Hydra was the key factor for the first points.
For sure. Fiery, I know she loves that weapon. That's probably her favorite weapon. Always talking about it. But we do see these Tetris. Oh, goes down to the burst bomb of all things. Gotta love burst bombs. The Snipes does have this.
We're seeing you Snipe jumping in because he wasn't playing the zones match. They had five players on each team, so you Snipe is just joining us on the match.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I should have paid more attention to that. I was.
It's okay. I have my notes for that, especially for keeping those track. I don't know if we're seeing Umbra Knight on play on the other side of the match.
Is playing Tetris.
He's playing Tetris.
Yeah. But Snipes does have this inkjet. Unfortunately, not able to connect with all them shots. Oh, does get some help. So, Snipes is looking. Does see the Hydra, but has that Brella assistance. This hammer is going to go in. Oh, that's unfortunate for RDB. Does go down with that hammer. Did have quite a few in the sights. Auto spectator cam is, yes, Yeet is currently sharking.
Eating? Well, don't die to the splat bomb, please. It's an embarrassment to do so.
Oh, Lucifer does go down with that armor just about to be on. He does see this Brella gets taken out. That was almost like a squish. Yoshi just showing off their Brella skills here. This is awesome.
2v1 wasn't on his favor, and Yoshi did just destroy the enemy counter pushes.
This is a very, very, very one-sided game right at the moment. But not for the reasons I expected. This tower, Fire is she's gonna ride this tower. Probably until the third checkpoint. Has to watch out for Yeet though. Yeet wants to get this Booyah off though. They are going to be able to get the stop with this Booyah, but will they be able to get back, like, their members up in time? I don't know. Yeet does go down on tower. This is looking like a knockout. 3, 2, 1. That's it. So tied it up. Frostburn showing that they do like this map, but not for the reasons I expected.
trying to look back a little bit, like even if Yeet didn't manage to get the bomb, the Booyah bomb, he would just push for a few seconds. But like maybe not jumping into the tower would be better, given that there were two people watching the tower the moment the Booyah was thrown, including the Hydra, and they would basically swim back upwards to the tower to get the points. But also, the Brella was the one doing the most jobs at the enemy spawn, making sure no one would get close to the tower. For Stargaze, I would say they do have to like because if Umbrella can easily 3v1 and manage to keep you at spawn, there is a few tips when fighting Umbrella. You guys need to improve in order to make sure that Umbrella doesn't spawn camp you that much.
True, very true.
We also saw that who was the Umbrella player again from Frost?
That was on Stargaze, RDB.
Oh, Stargate. RDB was basically 2v1 everyone coming out without basically a scratch. So I would say there is a little bit of work needed to fighting against it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for my favorite map now, Genie? On
This
New
is your
Albacore
favorite
Hotel.
map?
Albacore Hotel is my favorite map.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. I like trash. I like long range maps. Except maybe, except R1. R1 actually I don't mind that much. It's too tall of a map. There's a lot of high and low grounds.
I do. It makes sense because you play Chargers, and this is definitely a Charger map.
Mm-hmm.
I can see if Stargaze doesn't have a Charger come out, Vire, if she stays on that Hydra, will have utter control, and especially if RDB does pull out the tent, because tent is also strong on this map.
Oh yeah,
Will just get shredded by the Hydra. The only spotling that actually does damage to Brellas is the Hydra.
good damage because like Ballpoint can't do anything against Nautilus, can't do anything against Mini.
Why is it that the spotlings, the things that shoot the most bullets in the game, why is it their subs do more damage to the tent shield? The heavy deco does more damage with its own, like with the wall. With their like the ballpoint does better against a tent by throwing toxic mist at it. and like why does the ballpoint do better against a tent by throwing toxic mist at it? The thing just shoots bullets for days.
To be fair, they made mostly that all the backliner weapons were a little bit more defensive. Like remember the Platoon one, he literally had a burst bomb, and you remember how that turned out.
Oh my goodness, don't remind me, especially with Echo Locator, instant ink tank refill. 8 burst bombs coming at your face.
We're now seeing a slosher, vanilla slosher instead of the baller one coming in as well, and bamboo.
Oh, that was a great. Oh my gosh, Yoshid is slaying out right now. This is Frostburn is definitely. They're looking to get that clean up. They're going to have the climb advantage now. But let us see, because there's the junior does have ink armor to help defend this push on the side of Stargaze.
Wow, I didn't know Junior had a bomb rush with it. Did you see those 4 bombs at the bridge?
Yes, I wasn't gonna make a comment on that, but you know. Oh wait, it's at least 4 bombs instead of 8 bombs, except they're all lethal.
There's just 2 bombs. It almost looked like a hacker throwing 1 bomb at the same time with a pack of 2. It's a beautiful show of art.
I believe there's someone behind firing. No, there isn't. No one's there. There is a bamboo that is on high ground, but that will be Frostburn getting the early opening. Lucifer does have some clams. Yoshid also has clams. I forgot to wait. I completely forgot. But Frostburn is running gloogs right now. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I think it's probably for the baller push. Because why would you run a vanilla slosher? And also, people say the vanilla slosher is now much better than the deco because of the baller nerfs.
Very true. And he coming out with this Bamboozler pick. So far hasn't really proven too much. But missiles. These missiles could come in handy.
You're
Especially
definitely
the
good at
position.
positioning, dude.
This is not looking good for Stargaze, especially this Slosher just getting so much work done right now. As I say that, RDB just says, how much work really?
They got you. Splats over on the right side. I think the missiles actually contributed for the splats. For its own demise of the bamboo.
But Umber Knight is definitely looking to try and get this baller push going. Oh, actually dies to the bomb. Goes around the corner and finds the bomb. Fiery's looking to break some ankles, but Yeet is coming around on the backside. Does get this one climb in. Are they going to be able to get the super jump in time? RDB is not able to get there. Just a little bit too far. That would have been the lead flip. Definitely a nice little slip behind the back line there.
Yeah, but the back line was at the left bridge. It was just like everyone got spread at the right side. It was just an unfortunate. And not paying attention to the flank on this map is actually a... Did we see a baller just fall in the water?
I just saw a baller go swimming. That's what feels bad. That definitely feels bad. But we do see both teams are trying to get the advantage here. Lucifer on these dualies does have Fire Ray. Fire Ray's, she's just in a position just to start shredding things right now. Does lose her teammate. This is a very neutral spot.
Fires now has the all time in the world to just basically party over there, set up a tent, and just get some friends to drink. Oh, here comes the Inkjet to spoil that party.
Inkjet spoils what party? Fire is here to spoil the party. Oh, wait! The party's in their own basket! Squib just goes around. Yeet's been going all the way back. What are the... those are some interesting missiles. Are they going to get work done, though, in mid? Oh, I thought they were going to get so much work done in mid. But that is a lead flip. Just kind of wait. Just had her teammates around her just waiting. But Yeet says, alright, if you're going to wait, well, we're just going to go the other way.
True that. The Hydra's not even at your base anymore, so we might just well pay to visit.
There's not much time on the clock. Frostburn has to get something done. This is going to be so close. Byron needs to stay alive with that power climb right now.
Yeet now being the person holding left side. If he gets splatted, definitely is going to be another push in for Stargaze.
A little bit of miscommunication. Oh, the Slosher's in the back. Are they going... if they get the power climb in, that won't be quite the lead flip, but they have two power climbs. Is this going to be close? Is Lucifer close enough? Is Lucifer going to get the jump? Fire does get the jump. All she needs to do is hit this. This will be so... oh, and she misses it. Is not able to get it off. Huge stop. This should be the series right here. There's not enough clams. Frostburn won't have enough clams to get in. Yoshi's trying to do their best. Is not going to be able to have so many clams in the favor, and that is game. That is set. And that is going over to Stargaze. That was so close. So close.
Wow. I would say that even though Frostburn had the control of mid, it didn't matter much because they were just being flanked all the time. Both teams actually, and when they were trying to do something a little bit more coordinated, it just cost them. Like they took so much time to just get the basket that the Stargaze just went for the flank and got the lead.
That right there was good.
Maybe that's why the bamboo was in play. Like the bamboo
was a really good set right there.
A lot of ups and downs, a lot of comebacks indeed. That was a very interesting set for that match. Although I was expecting a little bit of flank, not that many flanks from both teams.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of, from knowing Yeet, the flanks. Yeet loves the flanks. Play backline against Yeet too many times, and I'm spend more time looking behind me than I do in front of me, because I know Yeet's not ever going to come from in front of me.
Good. I mean, that's it. It's a good thing. Yeet is like the ultimate reminder that you have to pay attention to the flanks most of the time. But what keeps me a little bit of unsettled when they were flanking, because at least there were 3 attempts for Stargaze to flank, two being the successful ones that managed to get them the lead. Um, wasn't anyone from Frostburn opening the map during the when they were getting splattered and watching? Because like, okay, is it your job as a backline to pay attention to the flank? Yes, but everyone when opening the map, you can see a little bit of the because it was using the curling bombs to his favor in order to get to the enemy base. So you could see a
Yeah.
straight line being formed from either the Rainmaker easy path or the I forgot the from the left bridge where you have to make the jump. Like
Yeah.
at but they are actually just flank from the right side. Yes, they just flank from the Rainmaker. Yeah, so like I think there was a little bit of communication that could have been done for communicating a flank, or at least maybe just not jumping so much to mid, because this is a big map. This is not a short map, so there's a lot of mobility the enemy team can do in order to get good flank, especially on climb blitz for this map, which is a very hard one to keep track of every time. It's not like splat zones or tower control.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Um, but I would not be surprised to see both of these teams like make it past Swiss. We do have 5 rounds of Swiss, so especially with these head to heads, taking off games off of certain teams would be very important. I also have to say it is Frostburn's going to be kicking themselves a little bit, especially the junior with the internet. That hurt in the beginning.
Oh yeah,
That definitely hurts.
I'm looking
For
at the.
for most of the series, it was in the possession was definitely in the favor of Frostburn, but the possession of the game doesn't matter. You can have the lead for all the game, but still lose.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's one of my favorite videos that I watch from when I need to relearn the basics is like Watson's video, and the first thing he tells is like the best thing you can do is stay alive. And I like to add an addendum to that, like an asterisk. The second thing you can do is not DC, and you're already
True,
doing more than you actually think.
true.
I'm looking at the next match. I think we're gonna be spectating Xanadu versus Sprite. Uh, already getting the last name on my notes. For Sprite, we have Kay, Lancer, Satan, and Dre. While Xanadu, we have Wiltz, Frosh, Leon, Hayden, and Lakaski.
Hmm.
Probably pronounced some of these names wrong, but one thing for sure is that if Leon is Leon, Leon will be playing the bamboo for sure most of the matches.
Okay. Okay. I'm not as familiar with these two teams, but that might be a good thing. These two teams might be going places, just freshly new. But we'll see. Sprite did drop their first set.
Wait,
And
they got a
so did
bye?
Xanadu. Both these teams did lose their first set. Sprite lost to Gamers against Weed. And Xanadu lost to Barracuda.
Okay.
Barracuda.
Gamers against Weed, the Aniki 420. Yeah, this is a very hard
Oh,
team.
I see.
Barracuda, we have
Yeah,
oh
that's
Storm.
Ninja Train, Kanetsu, Storm, and Rev.
Definitely matches. Like not saying neither like Xanadu or Sprite are bad teams. I'm just saying that these teams, Barracuda and
Those are top
uh,
teams.
those are top teams.
Those are definitely top teams. Uh, could have been just someone wakes up late. Would could also be just earlier pre-tournament nerves, just shaking them off. But we'll definitely see. We'll see how these teams go.
Especially with these maps, Rainmaker Black Belly, we're already starting with a cheese map, cheese mode, and then finishing up with a very divisive map. Although it's better after the remodeling for sure.
Oh, 100%. Black Belly Rainmaker, which version of it did you like the best? Early Splatoon 1, late Splatoon, sorry, Splatoon 1, early Splatoon 2, or late Splatoon 2?
I am a meme appreciator. I would say that the game needs some maps that are definitely like bad, but like are fun to play. So I would always go for the version of Splatoon 1 just because of how bad and funny it can get.
It was also seemed chaotically balanced, unlike early Splatoon 2, which was just mid is high ground, and there's so much of it.
Yeah. But now with the version we have, we also now no charger still, but now we're seeing a ballpoint. It's been a while since I actually saw ballpoints in competitive, but also I've been not watching that much.
Satan playing with some fire with that Rainmaker. This is going to be a nice little flank from the heavy to take out the ballpoint. Oh my goodness. Early advantage. We are probably going to see a rig coming up very shortly. And there it will be. This should be definitely in the favor of... is this Sprite? I forget.
Sprite is orange, green is Xanadu.
Green is Xanadu. But they weren't able to take much with that advantage, only getting to the 88. I was about to call it the yard mark. I've been watching too much football.
Is that season?
Or,
oh yeah, next year is the Super Bowl, the beginning. It's always the beginning of the year. But anyway, let's go back to Splatoon match. We watch football later.
I'd rather watch hockey.
This is...
But anyway, this Rainmaker will be going and getting a surprisingly short lead. But that it should not go too much further, especially with this gray. Oh my goodness, is the Rainmaker still alive? Okay, good. It's stopped. I was a little bit worried for Sprite.
Xanadu for having a good, interesting dualies. Like the missiles and the burst bomb is a not a well seen combo because like dualies is not actually that well played. But being able to see so many good plays from both Petras and dualies working together is being quite entertaining.
Yeah, the mid should just be taken in the favor of Sprite now, especially with those members going down on Xanadu's side just slowly one by one. The heavy's not close to the Ray. The only thing they really, that Sprite, or the Xanadu really has to stop this Rainmaker will be nothing, because Splash just died. Sorry, I'm getting confused again with the teams. Look at that.
That's fair. You're just coming back from the competitive commentary, so you have to get used to back to the camera. Xanadu again with the ballpoint play, trying to be a little bit more aggressive, and they have to be sure there is going to be a flank on the Rainmaker. They still need 1 point in order to get the lead back.
This is going to be so close. Oh, and that Ray just came and just said, nope. But Sprite now Lancer is going to take out that beacon. Just cheeky little flank beacon. Can cause some problems if you don't destroy them. But we will definitely see. The junior goes down on the side of Sprite. Lancer does go a little bit too deep. This is going to be a Xanadu's heavily favored position right here, especially with so many specials coming up. The lead we're going just under 2 minute mark. The lead is very small on this map. And I'm surprised because either team has had quite a few like near wipes, but the lead hasn't gone very far.
Ooh, it's a double of the Rainmaker right there. That's going to be very important for the lead. Let's see what.
But the heavy says no. Does go down. That lead, it's going to be a very close pop. The lead should flip right around here. Though the machine does come in clutch, but the lead does swap. Sprite not able to quite defend, but they should be able to come back from this. Definitely, especially with not very far push.
Rainmakers usually have a good score around that ramp, so I'm actually expecting a little bit more points from both sides still.
Sprite has to watch out for the flank. Oh, and this is going to be definitely a lead. Lutsky is not going to be able to get there in time. The Rainmaker's just dancing, but the Splatling says no. Definitely, that is a black belly push right there. Just kind of running, just trying to scramble it, and it does end up getting a 5.
trying to see what actually led to that, because definitely the ballpoint losing to the Slushy Machine gave away the position for that specific flank, but I don't know what exactly would make the difference. And the Rainmaker being left alone on their spawn is actually quite dangerous sometimes. They gambled with that.
They definitely gambled with it. The thing is that Sprite doesn't really have anything that wants, like, K-Pro's not the most mobile weapon, Machine's not mobile, Junior's Junior, and Splatling, well, there's not really anything that could go and grab that really quickly. There's no brush that's like, alright, I'm just gonna go scoop that up. But Xanadu does have to watch out. This will be the ballpoint that has the Rainmaker. They need to do this quickly enough. They have to watch out, because their Booyah Bomb is going to coming down, especially with the Stingray coming up. They need to be painting around the Rainmaker. The Rainmaker is alone. There's no one else. It is down. The Ray was down, but so is the Rainmaker, and that will be game 1 going to Sprite.
I think the Stingray might have gotten splattered by either missiles or everyone from Xanadu, because the Rainmaker was left alone.
I think everyone went, because there's 2 dualies. The 2 dualies would definitely want to go deep and try and get that Stingray. But by doing so, they left the Rainmaker alone. You need to have someone guarding the Rainmaker. And
maybe the dualies, because I think the vanilla dualies given its more fire rate, but surviving the Slushy Machine wouldn't just buy Xanadu a few seconds. The position for the amount of ink they had in spawn wasn't in Xanadu's favor, so they might have gotten a little bit of push, but Sprite would have gotten the splat by the end anyway. 5 points is not easy to come back from in this map. That's why I was getting confused, because like 60, where is 60? Like 60 is not a famous mark, but 40 and 30 are, because they are the ramps to get to the totem, to the end goal.
This will be a scratch. Blackbelly and Humpback are 2 maps. I don't know. They feel similar to me, in a way. I think it's just the curves on the map, and also the fact that one's a skate park, and then one's a BMX track.
And you can actually ride skates on both.
Yeah, I don't know, a lot of tricks going on, a lot of little falls,
a lot of dualies. We have 3 dualies.
A lot of dualies. A Dynamo. I do like the Dynamo pick here. Dynamo's very interesting. We will have to see. I'm also interested in this Sploosh pick. Is that Splash or Sploosh? I never remember. The hammer thing.
This is Sploosh. We're starting with the memes now. The Dynamo gets a good pick there, making sure that the zone is there. It's from Xanadu now.
Xanadu does lose 1 member, but the dualies are just kind of going in. Dualies are doing their thing. As long as his Dynamo stays alive, the dualies will just continuously jump. But as I say that Booyah Bomb coming in.
Dynamo saved the Booyah as well, but the hammer is doing some damage.
Satan, you gotta hit those ones. It's a super jump. You gotta wait a little bit there. This Dynamo just putting on so much pressure though. Alright, they need to get, Sprite needs to get this Dynamo off of just constantly painting the zone, because they will get the zone flip, but for how long?
Oh, they got the penalty. The heavy. I was expecting the Booyah from the heavy, given how close it was to the Booyah Bomb. But yeah, once the Dynamo goes down, it basically gave Sprite the penalty to apply it to Xanadu and get a little bit more of a breathing, so they can now start fading and start having control of the map.
I don't know how much longer, because this Splash Zone's going to come out from the dualies, and K's just going to get rushed by 2 different dualies. I don't really know what you're supposed to do as a machine there. Just kind of fall over and go back to spawn. This heavy's not going to see this dualies. Oh my goodness. Xanadu's just coming out with these dualies, one after the other.
This is definitely a match for Xanadu. They're playing much better now compared to their Rainmaker match. They are now being way more synchronized with their positioning and their weapons.
Ankles just got broken over there. That's some nasty stuff. Satan does have this hammer. This hammer is going to need to get quite a few picks. Only gets 1. Does have to watch it. This Booyah Bomb and the Splash on combo should be able to be the flip, but it is not. Ooh. It does lead into some nice little picks in favor of Sprite, and are able to get the zone flip. But again, how long? These dualies just do not stop coming.
We're back into a situation where the Slushy Machine was close to getting splattered once again. No turf, 2 duelists coming to you. Yeah, definitely it will be a little bit hard for the Sloshin to get to the zone if it's not spamming Feces. Yep.
There's what can you do? These dualies are just rolling around over these ledges in a down and around. I don't know what Sprite's gonna do. They're going to be jumping to this heavy who's got Booyah Bomb in Xanadu's own spawn, but the Booyah Bomb and the Splash are coming out at the same time. This will be the zone flip, giving Sprite just a little bit more time. They are able to get 2 kills. How much more?
Ooh, 1 bullet remaining for that.
Xanadu's just showing off this match right now. These dualies are just going absolutely crazy and are all just being anchored down by this Dynamo.
I want to see how much turf the Dynamo got, actually. I'm actually curious. Because it's not... I was expecting already like a 5th Booyah Bomb, but even though it's not, it should probably be like 1600 turf or something.
Yeah. Does have its 4th Booyah Bomb at the ready and going to be launched on the zone. It's able to stop the zone, and oh my god, these dualies, Xanadu's dualies were just zipping across the map one way, zipping across the other way. Sprite just had nothing to do. They just kept getting shook up.
Yep. Although, which dualies do you think was the more key to play? I would say that the Tetras was very like more in the front lines, while the K dualies. It's so weird to say K dualies because it's not something I'm actually used to see or say. It was just like I
haven't seen K dualies in a long time.
I saw a little bit on the back of the camera. It was not going for the flanks. It was just going to make sure. I think the sploosh didn't get important because here's the thing, the Dynamo is a painting weapon. The Tetras not necessarily. The CDS just with the rain. So basically, if you put away that, you can also outpaint the enemy team by just neutralizing one of the most important paints from the enemy team, which was the sploosh. The heavy was painting, but against
heavy can't do anything. If there's a dualies and a Dynamo shooting at zone, heavy just kind of goes, and then it has to coordinate with a machine to get the Booyah Bomb
and the
Splash
hammer
combo.
Which we saw, but the hammer wasn't doing a lot of like actual damage. It was getting neutralized quite easily, which I think it was by the K dualies.
Did Sprite even have an armor?
No, I think neither team had an armor because it was sloshing.
Armor would have shut that thing down. Would have helped shut down those dualies. Because what I saw happening so often was the Tetras are just running around doing stuff. Whatever, like if the Dynamo and the K dualies were together, the Tetras would zoom in and get some help, like distract, maybe get hits. If it doesn't get hits, it causes distraction. And then on the other side, it was helping the CDS. So I definitely think that it was those Tetras coming in.
Now we're seeing Seda with the only armor of the match. Trying to remember that because I'll probably forget.
Yup. But a very, I don't know, old traditional comp kind of. Coming out from, is that Sprite? Yeah, Sprite.
Yeah,
you see
it's Sprite.
This is definitely in favor of Sprite now. The K shot and the Octo shot are just trying to stay alive right now. They are able to take out the K Pro. This is definitely going to be in favor of Xanadu to come back in. Hayden is going to go for a nice little flank. It does help with ball point. That is very huge. And just the rest of the members of Sprite are going to be going down. As I say that, they have to watch out because there's someone in their backline. Not for long.
Oh, there was a junior. I was actually for the K Pro. Like I saw 2 shots just get a splat. Damn, that junior is shiny.
Yes it is. But we do see the tower being pushed right now, and not for much longer, especially with all the members of Sprite coming to shut that thing down. Satan is very close to their next junior. Or not to their next junior. Look at me calling Ink Armor junior. That's Ink Armor plus Spot Bomb. That's the junior.
I told you to keep track of only one junior in the match. It would be very helpful.
Oh my goodness, yes. But there's Sprite's just looking for the next little advantage. They're gonna want Xanadu to come to them. With their not as rush downy comp, they just kind of wait for the armor to come up and then just rush in. But Hayden does try to get this tower. He's definitely gonna go bomb down to those missiles and stuff.
Yeah, Satan sharking underneath close to the tower is basically being a savior for Sprite, and not. I was just about to call out Xanadu wasn't paying attention around the tower, and now Satan goes down to a splat bomb.
Just missing those little bit of shots. If you want to hit that, if you can hit that tower, you get at least some splash damage on that, and that middle pillar can be very, very annoying, especially with just like burst bombs and explosive stuff like that. But Frosh is coming around for the flank. Has to watch out because whoever they're fighting does have that ink armor. I believe they're fighting the junior. Yeah, that is the junior. No spot bombs. Oh, does see this heavy. Frosh is going in. Oh my goodness, how much quick super jump do you have?
At least a few, I'm pretty sure. That was very, very fast. Oh, here comes the top one. Chu coming in from top.
Chu going in, but this ballpoint just raining fire. You can't cross that front little grate, or else the ballpoint will take you down. This should be the lead flip in favor of Xanadu. Coming again later in the match. They should be able to get more, but they have to watch out. The heavy is on the glass, and a heavy on the glass is just going to say no. That is going to be a quarter of the way through the checkpoint.
I would say that was actually worth it to get those extra points, because the league is too tight indefinitely, and the ballpoint managing to survive was the proof that push was actually worth it for the extra points. The K-Shot could have maybe not have gone, but now basically Sprite has just a K-Pro ally. Yeah, they managed to survive.
Sprite, what they need to do on this map is they need to get. I know it sounds like a crazy spot, but if you can get the heavy onto like your, if either of the spot links can get onto the opposing team's glass and get set up with a friend, they will be in control. But with so little time left, I don't think that will be happening. It's going to be close. A lead for Xanadu should get extended a little bit, maybe with this little push. We'll see.
Ooh, that might have a little bit of. Oh, actually no, just through 2v3 now.
But the tower is just kind of bouncing back and forth. The heavy on the glass. You need to get the back lines off of glass if you want to be able to get past the second checkpoint. And so far so good. Unfortunately, for Sprite, they did miss the opportunity to get their splatling to jump on the tower and jump onto the opposing team's glass. So this will be even harder, especially with those dualies need to go down, and they are able to get them down. This is really important now. Just a ballpoint. Now it's just a K-Shot. K-Shot's not going to be able to get in time, and that will be the lead flipped over. This series going in favor of Sprite. That right there. Just good little picks, actually. We're able to clean that one up.
Do you see on the bottom left of the map where it's so much green? Like, that's what I think Xanadu was lacking when they were doing their last push. They couldn't get enough control, and they were not pressuring much the heavy. And I thought that there were two people coming from top glass. Because of that, they had to fall back, and they actually got picked by everyone from Sprite. That's what made them actually almost get wiped, with the exception of the ballpoint, and then with everyone just pushing in so hard underneath their glass over on the left side, it made not to mention that they only had, if they were to pop in any special, I think it was just gonna be missiles and maybe the inkjet, but because the inkjet just got splattered from the previous push, they didn't have enough special for that, so it was just a matter of rushing in and trying to stop tower, even though the heavy had a buoy or something.
But yeah, that was a good set, honestly. Back and forth. Not really. That last map felt back and forth. The first map, it was kind of neutral. It was a Rainmaker Black. It was very just neutral. until like the last push from Sprite just to break it open. Sprite definitely got was slapped upside the splat zone on humpback. That was one-sided. Definitely one-sided.
Which is actually interesting when you look. They say that the only time two Booyahs can actually win a match is on that map and combination mode. Like, if that's the only time I will actually expect to see an arrow spray on a high league match is gonna be on that map mode, just spamming Booyahs, spamming Booyahs, spamming Booyahs. Even with Dynamo with it, you can actually just get two people to just do that.
Double Dynamo is something that every so often you might face in scrims on that map, just from a team just trying stuff out. But I faced it once in tournament, and I tell you, that was frustrating. It was at a LAN, and I did like get all excited about it because this was back in ballpoint, this was G6. Yeah, G6. Wow. And I was playing ballpoint back when ballpoint was like it was like the fastest kill time in the game almost. It was crazy. Back when ballpoint was actually overpowered and destroyed the double dynamo. It was hilarious.
Nautilus, hold my beer.
Yeah, that was crazy. But sometimes it can work, sometimes it won't work. But ballpoint's dead.
I honestly prefer the days of the ballpoint and the Explo because it gave more backlines a little bit more variety, and now it's just like playing charter. And for example, I was playing against Hydra on a scrim a few days ago, and it's just not fun like for the Hydra to just get bodied by a charter. I mean, I missed my shots, but it's just that the matchup is just unfair if you take the ballpoint out of the splat lanes that can actually kill fast.
Yeah. The thing is it's nicer than it was in Splatoon 1 for the splatling matchup, but that's not much. It's not much. Splatoon, if people remember from Splatoon 1, the E-Leader was like, if you wanted a backline, you're picking E-Leader. There's no other option really. Maybe the kelp splatter scope, but that was about it. And we're talking like niche weapon picks.
I mean, one of the I kind of don't like about Splatoon 1 the fact that jump affects your sub, meaning that the burst bomb will actually splat you with. How many do people put? Just 3 peers?
It was like almost 3 peers, and then every so often you saw someone who put like. Even back then, well, not really back then, people just kind of ran 3 peers. Sometimes they ran 3 peers tenacity, or not 3 peers, like 2 peers and then tenacity with all damage. And sometimes you saw little bits of variation. Like sometimes even just optimize like 2 peer because you had some ink recoveries and stuff. But because back in then, everything you got, you couldn't talk to merch and say, "Hey, I'm gonna smack on like 1 sub of quick super jump, 1 sub of bomb defense, which was just defense up, and 1 sub of special saver, or like a sub of swim speed." You just had to say, "Hey, Spike, take my money or take my sea snails and just roll what I need, bud." Luckily for me, I got some damage up shoes, which were so I had my headgear and my the clothes were this good girl shirt. They were all like just pure damage up, and then my shoes had 1 sub of it was 1 sub was I forget what it was, but 2 subs of swim speed. That was the other thing. I think it was 1 sub of damage up and then 2 subs of swim speed. So I had like a little bit of swim speed. So everyone was like, "Why is he escaping me? I'm normally able to kill this E-Leader, but why is he able to escape me?" Because I had those 2 subs, it made me swim a little bit faster and threw everyone off. Did I miss my shots all the time? Yes. But I was able to live more than your average E-Leader.
We pretend we're good players here.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Them were the interesting days. I only did scrims back then. I played 2 tournaments.
And G6.
G6 was
wait.
Splatoon 2.
Oh, G6 was already Splatoon 2.
G5 was
Speaking
Splatoon
of
2. We never Genesis was never had Splatoon 1. The only lands that had Splatoon 1 were Squidstorm, Chicago. I've got my Squidstorm Boston t-shirt on or hoodie on. Yep, fresh.
Lucky son of a bitch.
No,
I can't afford. How much is it? I can't afford $700 to go to a LAN event. It's not that.
For me, Boston's like, that was it. Luckily for me, I have my parents there, so they took us on a trip. It was like a family trip to Boston and everything. So we kind of I got to go, and that was fun. It was, what was it? I don't know. For me, from Toronto, it was, I don't even know how far it was. Like, we had to stop the night because we wanted to, family trip, we wanted to look at stuff. But it's a drive. It's a decent drive.
Let's see. At least, I would say at least 10 hours drive. So, about 800 kilometers, 500 miles or something, maybe. I'm guessing based on my own experience with trips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, you have to go around some lakes, or a lake, a Great Lake.
Oh, okay. I do have here a piece of paper telling me we have Barracuda versus Massacre for the next set.
Massacre. I'm not.
Chu and Kenneth. Scat here is a famous solo player seen all the time. Mr. Z, I believe, is the backline. Might be wrong because I always get wrong during the streams.
Definitely a sniper. Right?
We have Flabber and Vortex and Grim.
Mm-hmm. I do know Vortex. Actually, I think Vortex. I forget who's the backliner. But Barracuda coming out with Ninja Train Choo Choo, Squared, Kanetsu. Definitely I gotta speak out to my boy Kanetsu. Was teammates with him. Just want to get back in the game. My man's very aggressive. A very, very good player. And he's in the right mindset to be competitive again. So look out for Kanetsu coming up as one of the like watch out higher divisions, even past like this. Watch out for Kanetsu.
Would, but Ludi doesn't have another season coming up anytime soon so far.
Okay, well,
God damn it,
watch out
Ludi.
for the big this team Barracuda can be going places soon. Storm, a very strong spotting player. And Rev, I played with Rev, but I forget what they play. I feel bad. There's so many people. There's so many like cool people in this community.
You know something that's kind of weird. I remember when I see their name with the Splatoon 2 font. I remember their weapons way more often if I can just read with that font rather than the Time New Romans or Arial that it's basically on every website.
Yeah. But this should be definitely a good set. Let me check the
maps. We have Clan Blitz Snapper.
I'll let you go over the maps. I'll get you their scores from their past sets after.
First map, Clan Blitz Snapper. Second map, Manta Maria Rainmaker. And to finish it up, if it goes to a third game, Splat Zone's new Albacore Hotel. Now we're going to have Albacore back again and Splat Zones, which is the most favored map for more competitive players. I'm a little bit disappointed because Rainmaker on Manta. Ooh. Oh no, sorry, I'm confusing Rainmaker with Clan Blitz. Damn. Because like Clan Blitz on Manta Maria, it's something that I like to rather have get shot in the foot than play that, given how strict how hard it is to push in and to stop pushes on that. But that may be because I'm a little bit bad.
On Manta?
On Manta. If it were Clan Blitz.
Oh, Manta Clan Blitz is funny.
Funny? Why would you say it's funny?
I don't know. People have made fun of me because I've thrown away about 800 points worth of power clams on that map.
Wow, you kept
800
track?
points worth. Yep. Yeah. If any of my former teammates knew, yeah, they knew. They just knew. But coming into it, both Mascara had a bye last round, and Barracuda won their first set, but lost to Naywall 2-0.
They all
But double
did.
splatling, haven't seen that in a long time.
I mean, it's Summer Ink. We're expecting those. Now fighting for the mid games. It's already going for the first armor of the junior, and the charger already goes down from the
Tetris.
uh.
Ninja's just going in. Does have some help from that just falling, but I don't know how much Revenge is gonna be able to go in there, especially with just a junior.
Yeah, Revenge was assisting the heavy, but now they have to fall back in order to secure the ball. But now it's just like there's a 2v3 happening, and Massacre can't get back to
Auto
Auto
spectator
spec?
cam, can you actually show us the action? Sorry, Revenge, for your junior, but you're playing junior. We've seen how many spots go off from this machine. They have 5 spots, but we haven't seen the machine all game yet. As we see this machine, is probably gonna go down to the junior. Yes. Oh, look at I say. But this should definitely be Barracuda's time to go aggressively and show their fishy dominance.
Where they have 2 power clans being thrown for Barracuda. Massacre trying to get. Oh, it's already another power clan already on 33 points. That's a pretty steep lead already for 1 minute and a half game. And a jump out safely to the left ramp was very good from the junior once again.
Yeah, that's Vortex is now gonna start looking over for some picks. Does see someone? So watch out! I thought they were just gonna jump into the rail, and the rail was gonna get snagged by the chicken. But whoever this machine is, this is definitely Massacre's time to go in. 2 picks have already gone in. Mr. Zed does have this charger on the left side. Is going to look for the jump. Does make the jump. Always important to make. Have to watch out though. 2 members are on them. This splashdown coming out from this machine, if it goes through, could clean up the fight. And that is going to be a wipe in favor of Barracuda.
Interesting. I was actually like expecting someone to stop the charger from going with that swim and throw the power, and I was kind of right.
Ninja! What are you doing, bud? You gotta hit the power climb in there. Gotta get it. Oh, he got the power climb with the jump, and he misses again. Ninja, what are you doing, man? Oh my goodness. That was sad.
Sad and entertaining. Sorry, but it happens with the best of us. But we have to learn how to laugh at those and learn from them. Don't worry about that. You're still a good player.
Still one of the best mid-level, like top 3 mid-level Tetris like ever to touch the mid-level scene. But we do see Barracuda's going to start this push again, and that Ray coming out, especially with the armor already on Barracuda, the Ray shouldn't be able to do all that much. As I say, that Revenge is just kind of dancing around, not able to get it down. But this should now be Massacre's time to recollect themselves and make a strong push.
I'd like to point out something, like, because we're seeing the junior, let's talk about the junior then. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like him. Jokes aside, quite interesting. If you play junior, replay a little bit just to see how the junior was moving around left and right, avoiding both, I think it was the Chargers, I don't remember who it was. But that was actually quite interesting movement that any junior player should learn, or at least any shooter should learn. Because that will make the difference one day in your life when playing this game.
Yo, for sure. And watch his Whistler's Edge just trying to get away from Storm. Storm's just like, nah, I'm coming in here with the heavy. Being very aggressive, taking away that space from the Charger. That's how you need to play for spotting out there. If the Charger's on the back foot, you need to press the aggression. That's the only way you're going to be able to take that advantage. Ninja, are you going to be able to hit it this time? Ninja, he is able to get it. Good job, bud. Woo!
Can they put the second power clam, or is this CDS?
Storm is in there. They should be able to get this next power clam in there, especially with the clams being there to keep it open. And they're going to be so close. It's going to be 1 clam away. I'm not going to say it, Ninja. I'll let you. There's going to be 1 more clam. Are they able to get it in? Okay, yeah. Good. Phew. I was going to be worried. I was going to say, if Massacre is able to come back from that stop right there, Mathematically, if Ninja had gotten his power climb in, it would have been a win. But luckily, erased from mine. Take it back. They have the game, so doesn't matter. They get to continue. That'll be interesting though. So far these two teams going at it good. We'll see.
That was quite interesting. Although I'm gonna say one of the critiques for Splatoon 3, and of course neither of the developers is coming out. They need to do a little bit of fixing with the spectator camera, because like, do you remember seeing the perspective from like I just saw purple. It was always not purple, the pink for Barracuda. I don't remember seeing the green for Massacre at any point in the match. Like they did not give Massacre any perspective for actual good stuff. Except I think maybe there was one point where they all got wiped. But yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't auto spectator.
It's a little bit of work on Splatoon 3 when they do it.
It needs to, because what it likes to do is it seems to say, hey, if this person hasn't died in a while, we go over to them. And if you have a weapon, like that's why you can often get stuck on a support weapon. And it feels like it also doesn't like going on backline weapons for some reason. That's my bias. But like if there's a blaster, like a unique weapon, I want it to go after the unique weapon or the front line, or just have like a closer up close perspective. But we'll see.
Yeah. We're seeing two Splatlings once again. Barracuda going in with heavy instead of heavy remake.
Ray is strong on this map. Because Booyah you kind of can run past it as the Rainmaker. There's a lot more. I know Stingray's not as good as on walls as it used to be. Mr. Zed's in this aggressive position. Oh my goodness.
It was a good snipe for sure. Did you see that on the? I think it was on actually the heavy or the Tetris.
Yeah. Oh, revenge. Is able to get across. My man's still alive. This will be if I don't think Barracuda's gonna be able to get in here though. Not really, especially just a heavy alive. If they're able to get across there, that's a good pressure lead. We call that. It's not really a game-winning lead, but it's definitely a pressure lead.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm actually interested to see how they managed that suction bomb, because imagine you were the one carrying the Rainmaker. Would you just stay there, or you would just Leroy for the extra points? It makes actually sense. It was just the NZAP didn't go for the Rainmaker anymore and was trying to get off street.
Barracuda's gonna be pushing this. They're gonna get it to the 30 what's called the yard mark again. Oh my goodness. This is their 30-point mark, but they're going to be stopped. Vortex does have this inkjet, and now we're back into the neutral. Take it away, Fern.
One of the things I would definitely say for Manta Maria is that they need to take control of both boxes, mostly because if you can't get even out of your spawn, there's only two possibilities for you to push out, and Barracuda is expecting those pushes. Like the inkjet came from the left side, so Barracuda is coming to the right side. But he gets sniped by Mr. Z, my man, the Charger.
My man's been getting these snipes off. Does have to watch out for the inkjet though. This Stingray should be able to get some picks. Is getting nice tags. It just Mr. Z alive has to hit the shot. Revenge is going in at the 20, at the 15, at the 10. Is going to get it at the 3. The stop from Vortex on that Nautilus. This is going to be so close up. Ninja does go down. The spotlighting doesn't get jumping, and that is going to be the pop. Mr. Z just comes in, pops a Rainmaker for their team, and cleans everyone else up. No one else is on the field right now. What a play.
Quite interesting. I was expecting pop for Barracuda. They had Tetris and the Nautilus alive, so throw an Autobomb, throw a Suction, and splat that boy. You got the Rainmaker for the knockout. That was a little weird.
I believe that the Tetris jumped in and died to the Rainmaker shield via bomb. Because they came in there and died really quickly.
Oh, that's... okay, that makes sense. You see how Barracuda has control of the map just by putting the
lots of control of the map, especially with almost a wipe. Grim's not going to be able to hold on for much longer. This Vortex on the Nautilus is going to get it. Storm does drop down, though. Vortex is going to take the drop down fight as well. I don't know about that there, boys. You want to keep that high ground advantage. Vortex does see some members. Oh, think Phoenix coming out clutch there.
Oh,
Nautilus,
was
Nautilus right there. The Ninja is gonna pick up this Rainmaker. Mr. Z just barely misses a shot, and oh my goodness, Ninja just like ninjas his way through the team and gets that knockout for the set win. Best play all three or best 2 or 3? We haven't.
I think it's best of 3 because all of the other matches are, no offense to anyone that lost those, they are 2-0. And that's something that happens a lot in tournaments, is that the 2-0 results overall. Yeah. So I'm actually inferring that it is a 2-0.
Okay. Because we've been lucky to see two sets that went to the third game. So now we're gonna have a little bit more downtime to talk about stuff. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So we'll be here with some more awesome Swiss stuff.
I'm gonna cry over on the right side because we didn't manage to see Albacore Hotel, so I'm actually a little bit sad about that. But it happens. Let's talk a little bit of the setback that I saw mostly on the last matchup, because like the Clan Blitz on Snapper, I believe we said most of the stuff we wanted to, but definitely given how Storm played with the heavy from what we saw from the junior, they had control, like, because if you have to imagine, Snapper is one of the few maps you can divide it into 4 sectors. Each you have one for your spawn and 2 for the ramps on the far left after the street. I believe Barracuda had control of 3 out of 4 sectors almost the entire match, except for when they got wiped. So that's why I thought Barracuda had the upper hand at 99% of the match.
Yes, you're right.
Maybe at the beginning, where the junior was basically where we complained about the camera because it was all on the junior, it was the only time they struggled the most because the junior was trying to get the clan to survive. Storm was not on their own street. He was, I think, watching left ramp, trying to maintain that control, but because of that, they couldn't push in, but neither could Massacre push in themselves, and that's how they managed to just get the first power in 1 minute and 30 seconds, making sure that like the junior was watching mid and far right, and the heavy was staying on the left.
Mm-hmm. But that was. I'm very interested for like what Massacre is going to do to come back from this, because they're still definitely in it to go to Swiss. I forget how many teams move on to Swiss. Is there a top and a bottom bracket?
We have 23 teams. I would guess while I'm looking for it, it might be top 8. Let's see. Best of 3 sets should take at most 25 minutes. Best of 5, 35. Best of 7, TOs. I'm not. I have an idea. I can just go to the brackets and see. Oh, we have gold and silver brackets. So it might be like top 8 and top 8, like from 1 to 8 and 9 to 16 might be the division to the brackets. It would make sense, right?
Yeah, I see top 8 for gold, and the silver is also top 8.
Okay.
So top 8 right now, to be in top 8, right? From what it's standing at, 1-1. Assault and Pepper currently is 1-1, and they're in the 8th spot. But 7th spot, we've got a big tie. Temptation, Tempo, Conversion 2, and Naywall are 4th through 7, and they're all 2-0.
Oh.
At the moment. OF, BO, and Barracuda are 2-1. And then, sorry, Japanese only, is
invicted.
It has not lost a game yet.
What's the word again? Invicted, invincible, invulnerable. It's an I word, right? Like when you never lost a match, basically.
Oh, invincible.
Okay, let's go for that. Someone in the chat's probably gonna type in that, and I'm only gonna read it later. I'm sorry, guys.
But yeah,
But do you know the sorry Japanese? I've seen. I think these people play on the open. Oh, IPS, Termi, Oli, and Coffer. Yeah, NJ. Okay. Uh, kind of expect they're the seed one.
Okay. Okay.
I like the creativity some people come up with. Some teams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the main part that it's not happening during the matches that everyone can see.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, they are the first seed coming out of this tournament. We'll definitely see them. We probably won't see them play in Swiss. We will definitely see them later on in the tournament, especially with being 3-0. It should be almost locked up right now.
Uh-huh. Let's not stop the count. Let's keep it. Let's keep the count coming. There is no illegal matches, and it's okay for me to do the thing because I am not a U.S. citizen, so I can make fun of.
Oh, keep the count. Yeah.
Did it take you a second to realize what I was doing a reference to?
Yeah, sorry. I'm slow. I'm very slow.
Except when it comes to Splatoon, hockey, and football.
Not football. I'm slow at football, but I'm watching football because there's no hockey on. That's pretty much
Okay,
it.
I have a question about hockey that I never actually managed to understand. It is like, how is like how many teams like play hockey in Canada like competitive? Because like for example, where I live, we have kind of 4 divisions, Division A, B, C, D, and each one has like 20 teams playing football,
Yeah.
soccer for
Yeah,
the
I
American.
call it football as well. I only call like North American football because I don't really know what else to call it. So sometimes I
Egg
call 2 things football.
Call it egg ball just for fun because the ball is shaped
Egg
like an
ball.
egg.
Egg ball. Okay, I'll call it egg ball.
But yeah, how many teams are there in the Canada division of hockey
that play professionally?
Yeah,
Probably like 1,000.
1,000? Wow.
That's what it is. There's so many divisions in Canada that have hockey. The top level is the National Hockey League, which is pretty much Canada and the US, made up of teams like it's like the NBA and stuff like that.
Okay,
It's
let's go for the NBA then,
like
because maybe that's what I was
so
thinking.
for the NHL, the NHL has you got Montreal, you got Toronto, the original, like from the original bunch. Then you have Ottawa, who is older, is just as old as those teams, but came and went. Then you have Winnipeg, a team that's also came and went. We know Quebec City no longer has a team. They used to be a team.
Oh,
Haven't been a team for a while. Then you have the Alberta teams, which are Edmonton and Calgary, and then my favorite team, the Canucks, Vancouver.
the Canucks.
Yep. So you have the Vancouver Canucks, you have the Calgary Flames, you have the Edmonton Oilers, Toronto Maple Leafs, Winnipeg Jets, Ottawa Senators, Montreal Canadiens, and then the team that's no longer a team, the Quebec Nordique. Those were all the NHL, all the Canadian teams in the NHL.
Interesting. Do you guys up in Canada have like a division for like 18 and less 18 years old? Like
The junior
usually,
the junior division.
yeah, like a junior division.
Yes, that is the CHL, which has Canadian, like majority Canadian teams, and and then there's a few American teams that are in it as well. And there's 3 divisions in that play for like a big cup, and that big cup is called the Memorial Cup. And there's the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, the Ontario Hockey League, and the Western Hockey League.
And all of those teams, and there is not a single hockey match happening right now.
No.
Wow.
They are doing for the World Hockey Championships. There's multiple divisions. There's the Hockey Championships. There's the men's men's championships, women's championships, under 17, and then the juniors, which is 20 and under. The women's only has the championships, the and the under 20, and the guys have an extra one, the under 18 or under 17. But there's and depending on what thing it is, you have multiple divisions. Like there's the championships for the main like men's championship, and then there's Division 1, 2, and 3. And Division 3, you have like I don't even know who's in that, honestly. Like
that's fair. You don't need to tell.
Like if you're from a country that is not a hockey country,
I don't have snow in my country.
All right, let's look.
We're expecting too much. Let me just keep a track of the results of round 3. I think we're just waiting for one match of 2 sets. Team and Xanadu are playing for the 3rd match, and Gamers against Weed, it's playing against Dark Shadow for also the 3rd match. So we'll soon be resuming with the 4th round. So yeah, fill it up with the hockey knowledge, Genie.
We're gonna lose so many people, but there's like, what are we?
Okay. Do you want me to
what
say
are we talking about? Let's see who's in
Gamers against We. I think let's see Dark Shadows, because we already talking about Gamers against We in a previous match against one of the teams that was playing. We have 069, Rai, Alfu, and Naga.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go. We've got who is this? I don't even know some of these. So like for Division 3, we have Hong Kong, Thailand, and South Africa.
Oh, you're talking about hockey. Okay.
That's like that's. I'm just saying that's what division. That's like Division 3.
Good
so
to
if you
know.
put your mind to it, you can get there
as well. Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I have an actual topic that is quite interesting. So I follow a JP account on Twitter that posts a little bit of a tier maker, and I wanted to talk about the oddities from the mid tier. Like, actually, not mid tier. Let's start with the Chargers because it's my favorite. Sue me, I'm biased. Custom E-liter is above vanilla E-liter.
That's a Bubbles one, right?
That is okay. So it's
Bubbles Beacon.
Bubbles Beacon.
Oh, yeah.
It's place C, and the other one's place D. And
I don't like that one.
I think it's also very weird how they also put with the Rain E-liter the Junior Rain and the Splashdown Blaster. Like the Splashdown Blaster is not that bad.
Splashdown Blaster's S+ tier. Don't question it. If they have an ink armor, then it's Garbo tier.
Fair
honestly
enough.
that is biased opinion right there.
Let's see what else. Since we're gonna talk about Splatlinks, I think I see Mini and Kensa Mini as high as the Ballpoint Nouveau.
Oh my goodness, why?
Remember, this is from a JP, so I don't know how to ask why is this the way it is.
It's good. It's the Mini. I do have to say is quite. I love pulling Mini out in like Splatfest because I don't really. When else am I playing Mini? You just kind of let it do its own thing. You get near it, especially the hammer one. You get near it, and it will take you out. Toxic Mist plus hammer. Oh, it's kind of nasty. But you let it if it's not very good at head-on solo combat. It usually
definitely.
It usually loses.
It loses to Gal. It loses to 96 Gal, 52 Gal. Maybe it might lose to the NZAP if you have lost the upper hand.
Anything with armor on it, really, as well.
I mean, if the Kensa Mini also has armor, it then becomes definitely the K Mini can at least win the fight. Like it gives us like a 75% chance of success against like a squeezer even. So like putting armor on the user it's a little bit debatable. I'm trying to think.
Mini's not the best. Mini's not the best weapon to have armor on it, because if your armor breaks, you get launched out of your effective range for a lot of things, and it's not really. You can't swim in ink, get closer, and then shoot again, like the luxury of a T-Tech or an NZAP.
Or a Nautilus.
Oh yeah, even a Nautilus. It struggles heavily with ink armor. If it has ink armor and the opposing opponent has ink armor, you kind of lose that unless your armor doesn't break, which then you're just kind of outplayed them in the first place. But usually it doesn't like to have. It usually likes to play on its own. That's why the missiles one you see a lot, because it plays on its own. The burst bomb is your best friend to break the ink armor. Toxic Mist on the Kensa is not really. I don't know. It's not really doing much for you.
If it was Disruptor, I would say the Kensa Mini would be placed higher above the Mini. Like in general, the Disruptor was a better sub than the Toxic Mist.
If they put Disruptor in this game and they gave it to the Blaster, every single Brella would cry forever.
Good.
Brellas would actually be so bad in this game because every time that there's a Brella meta, you're just gonna see like the splash or the sploosh, the thing with the inkjet missile, the inkjet and Toxic Mist. You just see the Disruptor destroy any Brella. It would be kind of hilarious.
Wait, but Disruptor wouldn't have so.
The way to get rid of
it affects the players. It's not. I'm confused about the. Because of the ink. I forgot about the ink consumption.
What it was. As someone
who, the ink consumption.
Yeah, I always watch Hitzel, and so when Burst Bombs got nerfed and he swapped over to being a Disruptor main. Sorry, Hitzel. You just noticed that every time he hit someone with a Disruptor, they would super jump out, unless they were a Charger and they'd just hide for a bit. Pretty much, if you're a frontliner, you just have to get out. You need to keep your special alive, and it's the best. You're going to die if you stay in the combat. You're going to die. If you're going to try and hit the shots on him, he just pop bubbler on you. That's why the Zimmy was disgusting. The last time the Mini was actually like a top tier weapon was in Splatoon 1 with the Zimmy, and it was like the weapon. If you played Splat Zones without Zimmy and the other team had one, you were at a crazy disadvantage. Because look at Junior. You throw a Disruptor on a Junior, it can only throw like one bomb. In mathematically to how it would work, and it wouldn't move anywhere. It would just be a sitting duck.
Well, here's the good thing. It wouldn't be able to throw 2 splat bombs. It would kind of destroy the meta for the double bomb Junior. It would actually make you panic for the armor.
If the Zimmy came back and it had ink armor and old Disruptor in this game, I would be scared. I honestly would be scared.
It would have shaken the meta and would take away like the armor meta, which most people find it kind of disgusting.
Yeah, for sure. You would definitely see a rise in Chargers because one of the best ways to get rid of a bubbler in Splatoon 1 was just to snipe it. Why? I mean, because if you snipe it before it pops its bubbler, it's dead. It's going back to spawn. It's respawning. You get splatted. But yeah, it'd be scary because of all the paint. I'm just remembering. Whenever I think of it, I think of Flounder Heights because you just kind of, if you got hit on spot zones with a Zimmy, I remember like double Zimmy. If you got hit with spot zones, you just kind of jumped off the side of the map, like off of it into the trenches, just to like get away from it. But there was just so many bubblers, and the fact that bubbler just bounced on your own teammates, it was so disgusting.
I mean, one of the disadvantages, when you, for example, if you take the game and play Splatoon 1 for a little bit, play, not even anchovy games, play play Black Valley, you see the map, it's smaller in Splatoon 1. So...
yeah, they expanded it in this game. And they also... they expanded it going into this game, and they also expanded it halfway through the game.
No, but I would say in Flounder Heights, that point where you basically just go out of spawn and there's like camp as a sniper the enemy zone, it would be a little bit harder to perform because probably the map would be a little bit longer and you wouldn't have range, except for like full MPUE leader, something like that.
Oh, true,
Maybe
because range differences. I'd love to see what Explo would do on old Flounder Heights.
maybe that's why they didn't bring Flounder Heights. They couldn't think of a way of like actually think of like how weapons would move between those like range and stuff.
Also, it was disgustingly favored for whoever was defending. You find that like you look at Splatoon 2, a lot of the maps that are in this game, and the high ground doesn't favor zone, like whoever in zone, as much on the good majority of the maps here.
Oh, I see.
They don't feel like it doesn't feel like Salt Spray, where the high ground is the zone. So it feels like a game that wants to flip back and forth more. Which is I find it's healthier. That's why I'm like for blue, like think of maps like what they could have done to Bluefin to bring it back is instead of having it, I know it wouldn't feel like Bluefin Depot, but that middle part, if they made it all just one, so there wasn't a left and a right side to the thing, the map could have come back. But then you're taking away Bluefin's biggest thing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we already have the next match.
Let's go.
Yeah. Demon Hunters versus Lightning. Seed 23 versus Seed 22. We have Biz, Cosm, Elton, DJ, Karen, and on Lightning we have Elaine, Little Zuver, and Tom and Kaiser. I could actually go for a beer now, Kaiser. But yeah, I'm trying to find the maps as well for round 4. We're gonna see Anchovy TC, Ink Blood Academy's Flat Zones, and the Reef with Clamblets.
The Reef with Clamblets. I hope we get to see that. That's always a messy kind of a match.
Why do I feel like these 3 maps, they are like one of the most common combination maps in most tournaments? Like Anchovy, TC, most of the time. Like I kind of like zones there, but I never see it that often. Like I mostly see TC. Inkblot is kind of always zones as well, and Reef Clams. It sounds nice. Reef Clams.
Any of the Splatoon 1 maps, I find people don't like their Clamblets versions. So we need to usually see a Splatoon 2 version of a map with Clamblets.
Gobi, it's trash.
Okay, well, there's some outliers here and there. There are definitely some outliers, but most of the time they weren't. Splatoon 1 maps weren't designed for Clamblets. They had no idea it was coming. Splatoon 2 maps, they had more of a like. They were more planned because Clamblets was a thing. The Reef, though, Reef has changed since the first time we even saw it in Splatoon 2. Remember that wooden bridge? Flat wooden bridge the thing had in its original like debut commercial? Yeah, that thing never even made it to the game that we played. The Reef has gone through a lot of changes. So that's why you often see the Reef, because they've changed it to make Clamblets really good on it. Anchovy Tower Control, Rainmaker is the only other one that is kind of good. Spot Zones is weird, and Clamblets, it's a Splatoon 1 map. It's not designed for it. And Spot Zones Inkblot's like, in my opinion, the second most it's the best well-rounded map. Actually, second best. Macamart's probably better, but Inkblot's definitely it's good on almost everything, including Turf War. But getting into it, you see, oh my goodness. That's a lot of rollers, and that's a lot of short range.
Well, the Dynamo's gonna have a party here for sure, and the 52 as well.
Orange ends up. I'm just gonna say that. Orange ends up. That's it.
I'll tell you later where the orange ends up is in the TMA. You're gonna actually cry.
Right. That's quick two picks coming. I forget the teams already, friend. Can you help me out here, bud?
Demon Hunters and Lightning. I believe that Lightning is the green one because of
Right.
Little River, and Demon Hunter is orange.
Oh, that was a nice little track on that dynamo right there. Oh my goodness! That was a very nice play. He's able to get that fadeaway shot to get the assist on that roller as well. That was a nice little play from the T-Tech.
Look, damn it, I was gonna congratulate the 52 for managing to throw the wall very tightly in front of the tower and being able to put it just in front of you using the wall. That was a very nice display of the wall skill. Not everyone can actually do that.
No, it's a hard skill to do, especially if how punching it is, where the tower destroys the wall.
Yeah.
But we do see Demon Hunters unfortunate.
That Splat Bomb is gonna cost a little bit of position, and Lightning's gonna have the upper hand now.
Lightning's gonna have a big upper hand, especially with that roller going down. Is this Dynamo gonna go down as well? This is Lightning is going to definitely extend the lead off of this push.
I'm seeing that the Dynamo is like, I think the Dynamo thinks he's a Splat Roller, because you notice how he shows up out of nowhere trying to do the flake, but doesn't come out on the top of the situation, just loses the 1v1. Like, right now, the one flanking is the Dynamo, it's not the vanilla roller.
That is weird. You don't usually see that, and for good reason, because the spot roller has a lot more mobility than the Dynamo.
Yeah, and you can put the Dynamo on the top here, on the top right side, to protect the tower, and just keep flicking while people are underneath you. And because they don't have a blast or a washing machine, the Dynamo can just have fun and non-stop take up the tower.
The spot roller just came on and just took out two of Lightning players. But it does go down. Kaiser is just gonna keep riding this tower. Is fearful. Oh, there is someone on the other side of the tower. I didn't see that. But does have to look at the chicken.
A little bit of unnecessary spam with the missiles, I believe, because they were only used for one person. They could have struggled with. They could have made the push a little bit longer. Demon Hunter is now trying to secure the arcade. It's definitely going to be important to fight against Diamo. Someone's already on the fan.
Do you see Karen looking for an opportunity to get that shark? He is able to do that. Does see this T-Tech or Octo Shot or whatever it is, K Shot? He's gonna pop this splash on. It gets saved by the wall, and that was a good little play there.
Good play.
Lightning was fearful of that roller and just kind of got taken out by the missiles and the rest of the Demon Hunters.
I like to see the roller know what he's doing. He's trying to get control of the arcade while their teammates are pushing in. Here comes the missiles, trying to even give more support to the roller. The roller has splashdown. Will basically mean that we'll basically get close to this to the checkpoint. They do not get splash cancel. The roller almost gets the pick on the T-Tech over here. Very nice.
The roller is still alive. Where is this roller? That's a good play from the junior. This is gonna be Demon Hunter's opportunity to get this checkpoint. They will need to get this if they want to win this game with so little time on the clock. They are losing members though. The roller does go in, gets one kill. Unfortunately, gets taken out before they can land with their splashdown, and it's just going to be the junior alive. The junior is going to retreat. Does get a bomb placement, not able to take out the members, especially if it ends up jumping in and going down.
Great fans. I would say just to see this roller play, this is a very good match to spectate if you stay with us after the hockey discussion. You see how like it's a Ninja Squid roller for sure. There are some people that don't need a Ninja Squid, but the fact that you can still have so much mobility and just thinking.
This roller is going in right now, Fern. That was great play. It does see one more on the fan, is able to get it with the last little ink flicks. Karen is going to start going up again. I do have to say, Spectre Cam, thank you for covering a frontline weapon right now. A Sharky frontline. But this is going to be overtime. They have to watch out. So, Frostburn is going to come out, is going to get one kill. Demon Hunters are losing people, and the Booyah Bomb unfortunately sends one of the members of Demon Hunters off of the tower. and they are not
It
able to
didn't
get.
got the splat fast enough. They managed to climb the tower before the Booyah touched the ground, and then they didn't eliminate Lightning's teammates before they could climb up. That's unfortunate.
That was
Damn, 17.
that was 17 kills from Karen. That was good. But you need, even if you get the splats, you need to be able to. The team needs to be able to push the objective.
Oh yeah.
Roller on Splatzone's Inkblot is actually, if you get it right, you can clean off so much of that platform, the plat. So
It
I would
is
be
quite
very
tall.
scared.
It is quite tall. I was expecting maybe to see the like. I'm not talking about the Dynamo. I'm talking about the vanilla roller. He wasn't doing many vertical flips. He was doing mostly horizontal. I think the roller might not be able to do a lot of pressure outside the zone. I might think the roller will just go for the positional flanks over on the right and left tree most of the time. The Dynamo needs to be the one painting the zone if they're gonna keep the same comp, and for Demon Hunter to secure at least the second match and go to the third one with Clan Blitz. That's if I'm assuming.
They have the
Yeah,
junior and they had the NZAP. Those two weapons are good at painting zone as well. Alongside the Dynamo, it'll be, I think, from what I saw from going on from a tower control game, you're definitely going to see Karen. I do say tower control anchovy, probably not the best spot for the roller, especially having to wait for the fans to go places. With these next two maps, the Reef and Inkblot, definitely a spot that if the roller has paint, the roller can go off. And with those, if Karen can get them vertical flicks going down, you can see it. But look at that, double junior heavy. We swapped it up from, and, but also coming out of lightning, no backline again.
Yeah, so Demon Hunter is gonna be the purple one with the previous roller. Now we don't see the roller coming in, and Lightning is the one in orange.
That is terrible. You do not want both of your juniors being the first things to go down. That was quick. If it Jugal just said, you know what? I see two juniors. I'm just gonna say, go back to spawn.
The double armor comp is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Yes, it is. These juniors are being very, very aggressive. You definitely want your Tetris to go in first. I'd be scared. Demon Hunters are a little bit panicked right now. Panic Booyah, they needed to keep that to help cap the zone in the final seconds. But that junior pick is going to be very important. Especially the two double junior pick and another junior pick. Oh my goodness. What did I just say? These juniors all of a sudden have changed it around.
But still, the junior survived the 52.
The juniors this far up. Where's the Tetris?
I'm also trying to find the Tetris. I don't see it. I think he's actually playing defensive. Like even the other juniors just came in 48. Oh, we see the Tetris. He's on the right side zone. I think he just got splattered. I think he got splattered while doing the splashdown.
But that will be Lightning's zone. They're gonna cap that real quick again. You have to watch it. The Demon Hunter's heavy has to watch out there. These dualies can get quick shots and take it out. But the zone, the specials, we do see the specials trying to come out. I would watch out. That seems like a splashdown kind of a jump. And it exactly was. The zone is not going to get flipped over. And only one pick in for the side of Demon Hunters. This is going to be tough, Fern. Do they think they can get it back?
I think they might have one last attempt to push. If they don't die like that on their flat.
And the Inkjet, this Inkjet is going to come out. Going to get one splat. Going to get two splats. Is it going to be able to get the third spot on this junior? I don't think so. It's not going to matter. That will be the set for Lightning. That right there was a little bit of a quick set.
Yeah. I would say the problem with Demon Hunting, as you mentioned before, the juniors going down at the beginning was very unfortunate. Like one of them had to have the armor ready for the push and knowing where would you want to drop once you pop that armor. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that was very, very unfortunate. the juniors not able to get enough space because they're the juniors. You need to be able to get that space with that splat bomb. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see.
And fortunately, we're also not having a third match, meaning you have the option. Vote now. Send this. Do you want to hear us talk about more hockey or a lot more Sport 2?
Yeah, tell us in chat right now. I'm gonna open chat right now. So get us.
I'm kidding. We're not gonna talk about hockey. I actually want to ask you a question because, like, when we're talking about remodeling maps, the Reef was one of the first ones to be remodeled. But do you remember? I remember the first thing they changed wasn't Clam Blitz per se. It was the Rainmaker end. Do you prefer the end as it is right now, or how it was with the end goal being at the car?
The end goal being at the car was so bad. I remember. I'm trying to remember because I have vague remembrance of it. I remember like some umbrella clip of mine, an old one, and it was kind of weird. The main problem that I had with it was that it felt a little cheesy because you had to focus. You had to focus the lane, like down the side flank lane was the main point of let's run the Rainmaker. And I don't like when you have to run the Rainmaker down the flank path as like the main option. I like the main option being straight down the middle, and having it spiced up like as let's go left or let's go right. But because the right side went up these two big ramps, and you could land directly on the pedestal if you hit it right, but you went right in front of the spawn. The spawn was also like a lot closer, like a lot closer.
That is true. It was a lot closer. I think you could actually snipe people from the spawn if you were
You could snipe people with a bamboozler from. I remember that. I remember that because I got sniped. I was at a shout out to the Toronto Good Socials. Wisdom shot me with a bamboozler, and I remember I said, "Yo,
Fuck
bro,
you.
get your leg out of here!" Oh, because I totally wasn't. This was before main power up. I totally didn't run into his curling bomb, which killed me. But I said, "Oh my goodness, that lag! Oh no!" Because we were out of land. Of course, there's no lag, so that was the joke for the rest of the day. So, there was lag.
I sense a little bit of salt in your voice.
It was funny. I don't know. It was just funny stuff. Once lands come up, everyone should like check out the like where their local lands are. Once everything settles down, please do not go to a land until everything is settled down. Healthcare workers need that.
Need and Nintendo, let Melee play online for the love of God. Don't. Please let them play Melee online. It's not that big of a deal. You don't make money out of Melee anymore sales because have you heard what happened?
Yeah, I think I want to avoid that. Let people.
The controversial. Fair enough.
Well, it's not controversial. It's not controversial. Free Melee. Just free Melee. Also free Ultimate. Because why would you cancel an Ultimate event? I don't understand why they canceled the Melee online event. Like, that makes sense to me. I understand why Nintendo did that, because the Nintendo's Nintendo. But why did they also have to shut down the entire event, which had Ultimate
other games?
Like, Ultimate plays online. They're playing it normally. Like, why do we have to shut it down? But anyway, I understand why Melee got shut down. I don't agree with it, but Ultimate makes no sense to me. Like, that's just crazy. But anyway, the old Reef, I don't know. I think I like the new Reef. The new Reef Rainmaker more. It feels like a Rainmaker map that has double defense points. Because the old one, if you got wiped in mid, the game could be over. It felt too black belly for me.
Like one of the that's kind of fair because like I was gonna say that I do enjoy the fact that we could go to their spawn and just jump at the totem with the Rainmaker, like kind of how people feel with the splashdown jump. They just go in and like I always like sinking the Rainmaker, and sinking the Rainmaker on the old Reef map was kind of gratifying. It was because like you go higher than the totem and just jump. And what I think it happens when I play it, that's also a personal preference is that because one of the maps I hate the most playing Rainmaker is Arawana Mall because most of the matches always stays on like the winner is always decided who gets further from the ramp close to the end goal, and
Mhm.
that's what I feel. It's the most of the times the matches in the Reef with the current Rainmaker. Like most people is just like it's a struggle to know who manages to get the Rainmaker past the uninkable ramp.
Mhm.
Like that ramp is just like it destroyed so many people's
Yeah.
hopes and matches.
Oh, 100%.
Trying to remember the number because I did this a little bit quite recently. I think it's if you get to like the middle of the ramp and you want to take the lead, you go to the other one, and you actually get the lead quite easy. I think it's 18 or 16, something like that.
Mhm.
I remember the last digit was 8.
Um. Yeah. Do we have?
I'm looking at the results. We have only two sets remain. We have Massacre fighting Avalanche. They're fighting for their third game. Narwhal Gaming and Sorry Japanese Only have not given us any results of their matches, so they could be still be playing the second one, or most likely playing the third one, or not having played anything at all because one of them might have been disconnecting constantly and they're changing
True. And
hosts.
that's between um like two undefeated teams right now.
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nail
it's
hasn't
one
lost,
versus
and Sorry
two.
Japanese Only hasn't lost.
Mm-hmm. Now Aizen, now Iwo, Danny Kun, Liam, Chomper, Erode. I remember Liam Chomper quite often, but I'm trying to remember Aizen, Ion, Kun, and Erode, but I can't put my finger on it.
From who?
On Narrow Gaming.
Oh yeah, Nail's been like a very
Strong.
strong mid-level team for quite a while.
Trying to remember who won SAC. How well placed did they get?
Oh, I thought it was Dark Shadows that won.
I'm trying to remember at all. I completely
I
forgot.
I casted like rounds 1, 2, and 3, but I forgot who won. But I do last Ludi season. I do remember facing Naywall. I do remember how that went. Sorry,
Yeah,
Naywall.
I have here. So Ilmatic, Naywall, and Stargaze. First, second, and third place.
Oh, Ilmatic won. Why am I forgetting that? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, that kind of explains a little bit of the Ilmatic polemic against Kyle. I forgot Ilmatic had won first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ilmatic they were disgustingly good.
That's a
Disgustingly good. But yeah, we're only waiting on one team to finish up their game, and then we'll be
Oh
able
no,
to.
it's
Oh, they're done. They're done. Naywall did come away with the
so
win over Sorry
yeah,
Japanese Only.
and Massacre got the win against Avalanche. We'll be
So,
starting round 5. Let's have a look at the maps for round 5. Maps. Here it is. Starfish Rainmaker, Inkblot TC, Wahoo Zones. Starfish is another one that got remodeled because of Rainmaker as well.
bro, everything got remodeled.
I remember there was a big wall like the old Black Belly in Splatoon 1 in between the snipe, and you basically just jump over that with the Rainmaker. And there
I
was
was
even a
12 on a 12 and 0 on Neo Luna Blaster in tournament on that map.
wow.
12 and 0. Why? Because they just well, one, I'm a Luna Blaster before the Armor days, so that was when blasters were
Oh
actually
yeah.
played. And Neo Luna Blaster, I just kind of sharked on a wall or something. Everyone was like, "All right, we're just gonna leave the Rainmaker there," and I just start throwing suction bomb rush at it. And I also had maximum special saver. Like everything I had was special saver. Um, this was before like quick super jump, like the optimized little subs were even a thing. So whenever I died, I gained 2% of my special every time I died.
Yeah, it's a weird combination with the special saver. That is true.
I gained 2% every time if I died and I just used
If
it,
you died after
I would
the
get
yeah.
2%, but it would scale down. So at the top, I would just respawn with my special. So I never lost it until I used it. So there was no way of stopping me from not having it. Also,
LOL.
double ink mine on like the top area was really good because that just meant that they were like one hit from anything if the Rainmaker went up there.
And yeah, that is true. You could take the Rainmaker from the right side. There was a special wall block you could actually climb.
And you'd
That
also
was
you just had to make sure you just kind of played it like you're playing with a weapon that needs paint support. So I just pretty much made sure I played it in tournament because when you're playing it in solo queue, yeah, you're gonna lose because you don't have anyone that paints kind of thing. But if I play it in tournament, we know what's gonna happen. Your teammates are gonna have your back for you. So
your teams are gonna have a back. I find it funny because like I've been doing a little bit of a tournament and I tournament streaming and I always put the gears on top of the screen so people can watch it. And I like seeing the tenacity on the back line saying, "Do you trust your teammates to be alive or not?" Because that's
yeah,
what tenacity means.
that's what exactly what tenacity means. That or you know that you have someone that just like I remember seeing a team once that had 3 other members of tenacity and they had one member that was just all quick respawn. And I'm like, okay, I think you guys know it's there's a cool strategy there, bud, but it's not gonna happen like that because your quick respawn person is just gonna die and they're gonna respawn in 1 second. So cool gimmick, but no.
Okay, we got our next match. It's gonna
Oh.
be tempo versus conversion. I kind of have to say an apology to someone on Tempo's team because here's the thing. Remember when I told you about the names of people? I remember. So I was like, okay, so there's this person called Snipe Z, and there's also a friend of mine that is called Snipes, and he plays Charger.
Yes.
So like I was actually DMing people, be like, is that the Snipes that I'm thinking about, or is this another Snipes? Because there was a clip. He was octo stamping me, and I threw a wall with the fire fin. The fire fin canceled the hammer and got the splat for me, and I was looking like kind of confused because I was like, how the hell did I get a splat wall kill while someone was using the hammer? And kind of we both squid bag each other at the end of the match. So Snipes, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but that clip was just too funny. I can show you later, Genie, because it was just like, when do you splash a splash wall to win against an octo stamp? A stamp.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say right now we have to watch out because 8th place is 3-1. We have a whole bunch of teams that are 3-1. Nawal's 4-0. Everyone else in top 8 is 3-1. 9th place is 2-2. So if we have some 9th place teams that play each other, we can see and conversion and tempo are both 3-1. So this definitely could have effects on who makes top bracket and who doesn't.
Cool. That's gonna
So
be
this match has some spice behind it.
Also, let's keep an eye on because conversion has 6 members, so there's probably gonna be a little bit more subs for conversion. So we're probably gonna see a lot of shifting between those teammates trying to confuse Tempos players. Which do you think? Do you think it actually happens a lot? Like people get confused by the amount of players that are being uh, replaced in between matches?
I coming from a team that's often had big, like a roster up to 7 people. Usually what it is, you might have 2 players that play similarly, and you either have one or the other in, depending on who's available and who's not available. And then past that, you might have map like a certain specialist, like slosher umbrella player that comes in on like splat zones and clamblets. So, not really, but you in best of sevens you see it more. In best of, or depending on how often you play. Getting into this one, I really don't know.
Well, we're seeing Hydra, Fire Fin, double armor for conversion 2, and the pop already goes for conversion 2.
Mm-hmm. But Tempo hasn't really given up too much ground. Oh, as I say that, the bomb comes out. This conversion 2 should be pushing, especially on Icarus, with that armor pop out. They should just definitely push the advantage that they have gotten from that one pick. But are playing it kind of, never mind, not defensively. That is a trade though. Neon is able to get one pick. They do force, as that charger is going to jump out. That is a fire fin. So I'm very interested in no ray. This bomb rush is going to have to stop the Rainmaker, but 13 points is definitely strong, but not like 13 is past that little ramp, which is definitely strong, but not like game winning. There's never a game winning push besides a knockout on this map.
Yeah, that is quite true. And specifically because we don't have Ray from the charger, it's gonna be a little. I kind of am on a person that believes that. Oh my god!
Double bomb kill. Oh, make that a triple. This Octoshot's going in right now. Snipes is gonna probably want to jump out right now, keep the bombs alive, and does make the smart call. I know Snipes can hit those shots.
Let's go. Oh, the Hydra's already pressuring.
That Hydra knew exactly where Snipes was going, and that was a big stop from Neon. Lewis is going to be trying to push his Rainmaker through. Does have to watch out. The burst bomb rush coming in from the slide from the Slosher. The Slosh damage. Nice job there. He's gonna try and get in the mid and just a K-Pro. K-Pro says no.
Oof, conversion is just like stopping any, like when we think that Tempo has the upper hand or is gonna start doing a good push, it's just the conversion is just there to stop every kind of plans.
They are there to stop their plans, especially because their icon is a Porygon, and Porygon 2. They'll stop your plans, put up that trick room. But oh my goodness, Tempo is definitely not not in the tempo right now. Somebody's just going to be trying to go up. Does get a trade, but Snipes is going to be watching this Rainmaker. Lewis is just doesn't really know what to do.
Maybe it's time for the Hydra to Gigamax. Speaking of
Gigamax? Okay.
I was gonna say armor.
Dynamax or Gigantamax there, buddy.
Oh yeah, that is
good try. Good try. I see the effort. I'm gonna clap for the effort. But anyway, this is Snipes does see the Hydra. Oh, just misses the shot. Snipes is going to need to get some picks for their team so they can get like, I don't know, into mid. They haven't even got past 94, and not gonna happen anytime soon.
This seems such more of a splat zones match because control of mid is just going for conversion and they're just basically spawn camping Tempo at this point.
If this was splat zones, it would be over.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that Tempo's able to do is control that pit, which I think conversion should take the high route, just to
vary,
just
like
to change it up.
Far the connection. Yeah.
But they're winning right now, so, and especially not giving up like any control in mid. Just watches his teammates fall all around him. He's gonna have to try and stop this Rainmaker though. And they are successful for the 30th time today. But stopping the Rainmaker isn't pushing the Rainmaker, so we'll see. But no, Tempo is trying to reclaim some of mid, especially with some of the picks. Is that how many? The T-Tech on the Octoshot. How many splats is that? That is 17 splats for right now for the Octoshot. That is quite a few. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be completely honest. From the things I've noticed from one of the matches, the Hydra was was the basically like the Hydra was the most important player that Snipe was having the most trouble with, because like I was noticing at the amount of splats the Hydra got. The Hydra was basically doing its job by making sure the Charger would be just away as much as they could, even though they didn't get as many as that number. It was just important to see that the presence of the Hydra was important overall for Conversion's victory.
Yeah, conversion. That was very dominant. I don't know, because I'm looking at the next map. Hydra can do good things on tower control and Qua, but I don't know. These maps, Firefin. Well, probably not Firefin on tower control, but we can see. We'll see how Snipes can get it done from here on out. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what they come out from these two teams. Tempo's not going to go down without a fight, because they'll be knowing right now that they need to win this, or at least not go down 0-2. They can't go down 0-2, because that will really hurt their chances. If they do go down, they need to at least take this next map. So they need to put everything they have into this next map.
Yeah.
But we'll see shortly. They might be making some substitutions, because this seems longer. This seems longer than the 90 seconds that you have. Well, I don't think there's substitutions. I think they just took the full 90 seconds. We will see. Bamboos are coming up from Snipes, giving up all that pressure, especially the Hydra. We'll see a more aggressive, upbeat tempo from Tempo. I'll stop now. Actually, I won't. Chris is just going to be starting to ride the tower. Has to watch out for Neon on that Hydra, just trying to rain justice from above. But Tempo does have the advantage. They need to get Neon off of just the pressure. That rain cloud from Chris should be able to send him back a bit. But this first checkpoint should definitely be going in favor. Favor of Tempo. Ooh, this is gonna be so close. Oh, was that a little bit of a squid bag there that I see? This is gonna be very interesting. This second checkpoint from Tempo, they're just rushing it. They are in the rhythm now. But yes, oh my goodness, they keep going. This tower is already the third checkpoint. They aren't stopping right now. This is a little bit crazy. Fern, are you back with us?
I am here back, but I'll let you keep control of the match. Keep on going.
Chris is just keeps going. Conversion or Tempo is keeping this push going. Just Neon left. Neon's getting pressured out. Has the ink armor on him. It's just going to go down. The Tempo is just not stopped. Conversion 2 has no answer. They're just trying to throw themselves at this tower. The tower keeps going at the 10, at the 9. Lewis gets on the tower, is able to stop it. And Chris is going to have to back up. But that is at the 7-point mark. That push did not stop from the beginning of the match.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Tempo in general was just doing a lot of... there was a very good push from Tempo in general. And the Conversion 2 now has to have control of mid and just play it safe in order for them to start a pull.
I just want to say, before Chris goes in and gets some more kills, Chris has got 11 splats, and the match isn't even halfway over yet. That's a little bit crazy pace right there. But Conversion, it's very scrappy. Icarus is able to stay alive, even though their wings have burned off. If you get that reference. But this is...
Sorry, I'm still salty over the reference for Overwatch.
Okay. Alright, I'll just... You know what? The missiles are coming out now. This is definitely Conversion's push. Icarus, don't take the missiles to your teammate. Your teammates will hate you forever. Oh my goodness. But the missiles are definitely going in to stop this checkpoint. Did they... I don't think they were able to stop the checkpoint. from going over to conversion 2 though. Oh, Chris! Oh, it was not going to be able to survive that one. Emily did have this bump on placed perfectly to get a double. Are they going to be able to get the triple? Oh, not quite. Didn't go quite high enough for that one. But anyway, this is very, very, very in the favor of tempo right now.
A nice 1v1 from conversion right there. Almost getting the splash now cancel at least.
Smart little jump up from Samage there. Definitely a smart player who I've kind of haven't really talked with, but I've heard is definitely a strong player, and is showing off how disgusting he can be. But Emily has this Booyah trying to clean off those members of Tempo, but Tempo is not budging. As I say that, Chris is going a little bit too crazy. But this is conversion time. If Emily is able to get this pick or this trade on Sandwich, that is still valuable because their tower will be running. Unfortunately, the members start going a little bit too far in. Tempo will be able to get this back. Those missiles are going to come out. Is able to take out one. This checkpoint, it's not. I don't think it's going to be able to go, especially with Snipes with these missiles. The Hydra is still alive. There is still members. Snipes is gonna go down to Lewis. Lewis on this ends up just dancing around the tower. Has to watch out for that machine. Machine has the splash around 30. He's going to use it. He's not able to get any picks with it. Is going to have the advantage. Is behind conversion. Is getting 2. Gets 3 picks. Amazing. Stopping the tower at 14. That is huge, especially with 20 seconds remaining. Do you think conversion 2 will be able to come back from this?
I do. I believe in conversion 2. You guys can do it.
Ooh, Tempo's trying to push the advantage a little bit harder right now. We'll see. 5 seconds on the clock right now. Their conversion 2 is rushing for the tower. We need to watch, see how close Snipes is to the missiles. At 69%, 70%, is going to want to get these missiles off very shortly. Booyah Bomb coming out from Emily. Splashdown comes out from the side of Tempo. Are they able to get it? Damage is coming from the flank. Snipes does have these missiles going on tower. Neon goes down. More members go down. That's a full wipe. Tempo does take the set. Or, not the set, the game. That was really good. Oh my goodness. So clutch.
Wow. So clutch indeed. They tried it, it was just a beautiful play, I would say. It doesn't matter if it was a loss.
Sandwich with that 20? That 20? I'm just going to say that. Sorry. Continue.
No, it was amazing in general, but unfortunately, I'll have to drop out from the commentator. I'll ask my gorgeous friend Bash to sub in for me. There was a little bit of technical difficulties with my stream on my end, and unfortunately, Genie, you have to go with Bash now. Bash is a little bit of a hype as well, but it is also a good with technical, so don't worry about that.
All right. Well, thank you, Fern, for commenting.
Well, yeah, thanks a lot. Don't worry, I'll take it from here.
Thank you.
Awesome, Josh.
Good luck for Tempo or Conversion. You both teams played already good games anyway. Both Rainmaker and Tower Control were amazing to watch. Whoever wins, you deserve a respect. Bye, everyone.
All right, so Genie, get me up to speed with what is going on right now.
Conversion 2 had Starfish main stage. They won it 7. It was I don't know, 3 points to about 95, and it was stayed like that the entire game. Tempo came out and had a 1 minute and 30 push to 7, a push that lasted a minute and 30 seconds, and were able to defend it at 14 on the last map. And now we're going to game 5. Whoever wins this is guaranteed top cut. Whoever loses this has to
Zones on
very
Wahoo
risky
World?
to get him. Zones Wahoo World.
Heck yeah. Brilliant map mode combo. Really tests the team's ability to run and gun and just think on their feet. So let's see who brings it out. So far it looks like the yellow team, which is Conversion, right?
Yellow team is Tempo.
Yellow team is Tempo. It looks like Tempo's got the advantage so far. But actually, yeah, they're doing a good job at keeping Conversion at bay.
Conversion is going to stay at bay, but not for long, especially with an Ink Armor coming out. Oh, Sandwich is not able to help save their teammate, and that will be the zone flip.
Yep, they use the armor to take advantage of the push, and they get control of the zone. But Tempo is spreading out. They might try to go for a flank. What do you think they're going to need to do in order to get that zone back with all the pressure that Conversion's putting on?
Snipes needs to get a pick on this Hydra. As soon as that Hydra goes down, this will definitely be a bomb rushable zone to come into. Or just get enough members picked off on the side of Conversion when the Hydra's not shooting.
Let's see if Snipe can take anyone out from this angle. Just painting right now. Needs to find someone to pick off.
They do have the zone, so this is in their favor.
Yep, they can play defensively if they want, and I mean they're racking up the penalty. They're not getting any penalty points, unlike Conversion. They just need to dodge those missiles. Ooh, the Booyah
They have
Bomb.
to watch out for these missiles. These missiles are going to be so close. They are able to stay alive. Snipes just want to taking this aggressive position now.
All right, yeah, and Conversion regains the zone, but they're going to need to fight a lot in order to take the lead. It's really close right now. Both teams are just scrapping right now. Tempo regains the advantage. We'll try to take out as many penalty points as possible in order to try to widen the gap. But Conversion isn't out of this yet. They just need to find the right opportunity to approach. Is the missile going to get them the opportunity? They target all four, and now they're going in.
With the missiles are able to get an assist on one, which is a very big thing. The defensive missiles are coming out on the side of Tempo, though. Conversion, Neon on the spot link is going to be looking for some picks. Are they able to get the zone flip? They are.
Yep.
Perfect. And that armor is going to now start coming out from both sides. There is going to be a bomb rush coming out from the side of Tempo, and this should be their zone flip in their favor. CDS do go down.
They are trading this zone like stocks right now. I'm loving this. And yeah, Tempo still has the advantage, especially as they're taking out the penalty points, but we can't count Conversion out yet. They just need to get it together, they need to rally together, and they just need to come up with a push strategy that gets them in the zone long term, especially since Tempo is about to get rid of their penalty points and decrease their time to the win.
Those missiles were really good because that Booyah Bomb giving them enough space to get the Booyah Bomb to land in zone uncontested. The armors are coming out from the other side. Neon is just trying to look to get something accomplished on this charge. Unfortunately, not able for this time. That bomb is a good placed bomb, but a junior going down is a very bad thing. But Conversion is are they able to come back? Neon with the one pick. This will be really good. The CSs are on the left side. This might be a long-term push. Conversion 2 might be buying stocks and holding them.
Yep, very good pressure from Neo. I'm liking what he's doing with that splatling. Just taking picks when they can and just pushing the Tempo players back. But they can only be pushed back for so long as they retake the zone.
Sandwich just comes in there and gives them a slosher full.
Yeah, Conversion was able to get a decent amount of points on the board, but it isn't enough so far. We'll see if that Booyah Bomb and that Bomb Rush allows them to get back. But the pressure from the backliner over there, Luis is going to try to push forward and harass the Tempo players on their own turf. See if it works.
Has to watch out. That slosher is in a very dangerous spot to be able to take out the NZAP. Luis is just trying to spam to keep things away. Those missiles going through zone are going to be a massive problem. Luckily for Conversion, they are very, very close to Ink Armor, but it won't be able to come online in time. Will they able to survive, especially with the bomb rush coming out? This will be close. The lead is now in favor of Conversion. Sandwich is looking. There's just 15 seconds on the clock now.
But Tempo's really good at having those long pushes. Very good use of missiles. They just need to get some penalty points off and then take back the lead, and they're good. Very good painting.
The lead flips with one.
Work, and they take the lead right in the nick of time.
They take the lead and the series right at the end. That was
very brilliant stuff from both squads, but Tempo was able to just hold it out all the way until the end. Brilliant.
That was a really cool set to watch. Congratulations to Tempo on being for sure into Top Cut. Hopefully Conversion 2, because they were able to take a map, we'll be able to hold on to this. we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some more tight competition here. That was a really brilliant match, and I'm expecting a lot more from this tournament.
Yeah. Ooh, that was really good. But let's check out the rest of the bracket to see, or the rest of the matches to see, like who's gonna fill out this top cut bracket. Naywall does win their match, going 5-0. Sorry Japanese Only and Tempo and Temptation are all right now sitting at 4-1. There's a lot of teams that are sitting at 3-2. So we will 12 right now. 5 through 12 are all sitting at 3-2. So we'll see with tiebreakers and all that who goes up ahead and makes top cut. But right now, all the matches are done. That was one of the only sets that went to game 3, the Tempo Conversion 2 game. Luckily, even though Dash, you haven't been here, you just got on. Most of the games we've been commentating today have gone to game 3.
Cool stuff. But for now, we're gonna go on break. So keep it tight.
Thank you for watching. We'll be back shortly.